Hello! Today I thought I would talk to you about the fact that I feel as though I'm being quite harsh on books at the moment. Now, I have spoken quite a bit on this channel this year about how my reading is not going as well as I would like it to go, and I have kind of stepped back from that and thought it's fine, it doesn't matter, everyone's going to have bad reading years and good reading years, and last year was the best reading year I've ever had, so I think that's why this year is paling so much in comparison. I've read about half the amount that I had read by this time last year, but I also feel as though my issues with my reading at the moment are to do with the fact that normally I'm quite generous with 5-star ratings, so books that completely blow me out of the water. And those are books which I would kind of consider my favourites of all time. And for the past 2 years especially, my reading has been on a real journey. And I have been discovering favourite authors, and I've been discovering books that have earned their place on my favourite list of all time. And I haven't had that this year, and I think that's a major issue for me. But it also makes me think about what I consider a standout book. So in the past, I think, especially as I say in the past 2 years, books that have been completely stand out for me and have earned their place on that top list have been books that have done something new. So books like Ali Smith's The Accidental, books like John McGregor's If Nobody Speaks of Remarkable Things, they were all really new reading experiences for me and all really blew me out of the water in different ways. And I haven't had that this year, and it's really kind of worrying me, but at the same time I think it's kind of normal. Like, not every book I read is going to be a blow-away book, especially as I get older. My reading taste sort of settled down a little bit, so when I discovered these books, they were the first of that genre that I had read, and so they completely astounded me. Now I'm reading those genres a lot more, so I'm much more used to how these books are written, and so the new books that I'm reading aren't going to have that same initial impact, and I think it's time for me to readjust what I consider a blow-away book or a standout book. Every year what I do in the back of a pad is I write down all the favourite books that I've read of that year, and this year I've only got 5 on that list so far, and even the ones that I've got on there are kind of question marks. I'm not sure if they are standout books for me. I'm going to come back to them at the end of the year and see how much they have stuck with me, but I have a feeling a lot of those are going to be struck off. And I think it's definitely my fault, and I think I have to accept that there's not going to be standout books all the time. There can't be books that do completely different things all the time, and as I grow older I'm going to find that less and less. But I need to think about what does make a standout book for me, and I thought I would just chuck this out there. Let me know what makes a standout book for you. Is it something that does something completely new, or is it just a book that you enjoy? Because I think that's something as well. I struggle to separate my enjoyment of a book from my actual opinion of the book. So just enjoying a book for me is very rarely enough to make it a standout book, but I think I'm kind of setting impossible standards, and if I want to get back my love of reading and my love of finding books that are absolutely amazing, I need to re-engage with that idea of the enjoyment of a book being what makes it a standout book, rather than constantly looking out for books that do something new. But yeah, this is just kind of a throwing it out there video in an attempt to reassess what I consider a amazing book. So hopefully I can have some amazing books to talk to you guys about at the end of the year, because as it's going at the moment there's not going to be any. So yeah, let me know down below, what do you think makes a standout book, and I will see you next time. Bye!